See, long pause, therefore, at the beginning of the stream, it doesn't just cut halfway through. Hello, internet. I'm doing a my nightly gaming stream about AstroTrucks, because I've got stuff to do, and I thought I would stream it on the basis there is at least a small chance that I will end up with some footage that I can use for the event trailer, and also I have area yet. I should also at some point do my magic light probes again, but I seem to recall that took quite a long time, so I won't be doing that again. Now I've said that, I go, oh yeah, I should probably I'm having problems with the light probes. I need to rebake for the occlusion. I need to work. Leaders are on. Why? Oh, my work is never done here, I tell you. Red ship. Why? How weird. I don't know why those particular decided to puberty on me. This programming just feels like just playing whack-a-mole, which is probably not far off description. What are you complaining about now? Oh, I should be sharing my screen. I always try and share it on Discord as well at a walloping great 5 frames a second. So anybody who wants to chat with me can do so. I'm really curious why these are broken. I'm sure they weren't broken before. Anyway, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to zoom out so I could then turn on that. And is it that one? Yeah, there we go. So there's our light probes, but they're updated. So I will save. It can do it again. That needs to be done, and unfortunately, that needs to be done again, and again, and again. So if I delete, select all, so I've deleted, those are the. Now I should be able to say, it's a neat tool, this one, but I'm trying to work out what button I press to. As I said before, I do to think about buying a new computer again this year. Not that I really want to spend £2,000 every couple of years on new computers, but time is money, and I am waiting on this. And unfortunately, I'm waiting on single core because this guy hasn't threaded it. But yeah, I guess I have to wait for that to go up. I'll just sit and talk to myself. Wait, oh, I remember. I was gonna go and press the button saying, "Hey, I'm doing a live stream." Oh. And I have a button on Discord marked share with my followers, but I don't know if I have any. Or if it just doesn't tell me. I'm assuming I don't have any. So what this will do, this will generate a absolute shit ton of light probes, which we can then bake, I think, pretty quickly. And then hopefully that means the inside of this foundry, which is why I'm focus away, does that? So in this side, this foundry here, that thing that was there that is now up those bits floating in the air. Gone. Okay, well, I'm sure they'll come back in a minute. And I've also bugged Unity about so many issues, but it's the lighting just going horrifically. I've got issues with oh, hold on, let me turn culling on. Right, dude, what is going on with the occlusion culling there? I think it's this dual. So this here is a it needs rebaking, doesn't it? So I'd say that will be next. I'm assuming it's still going good. I won't tweak anything. But it annoys me when tasks like this aren't multi-threaded. There is no point in this being single-threaded. Grab all the work off from Unity, throw it into as many bits as possible. Well, it's brilliant. This is a brilliant tool. I think it's fantastic, but yeah, I like streaming stuff like this because I have had people going, oh, you know, you keep buying new computers for yourself. It's like, yeah, it's not so I get to play games better. It's so this takes 5 minutes, not 10 minutes. Hey, bye, Kavazan? Bye, Kavazan. Yeah, hey, bye, Kavazan. Bye, Kavazan. There we go, that sounds good. I don't think it's a real word. I think you've made that word up. It also annoys you that Unity doesn't do this sort of thing in the background anyway. Like, when I'm working, just keep building the lighting. I've got so much spare CPU time. Like, I move the camera, busy, stop baking. When I stop the camera, like now, my GPU's not doing anything. I'm not redrawing the scene. Start to bake the lighting. Switch in and out this stuff regularly. So when I go bake lighting, it's only got a couple of % to do, rather than lots and lots and lots. As I said before, some games I play and some tools I use, they're tested, but they're not used. So SnowRunner is a good example. SnowRunner is a game that is definitely tested, but is never played. If you try and play it, you quite quickly realise there's a lot of stuff wrong with it. Same thing here. Unity is tested. It all technically works, but then you actually try and use some of their workflows, and it turns out to be awful. So, Adapter, which is a previous game I shipped, some of those scenes took like 8 hours to bake the lighting, which annoys me because there's no reason for that to have not done it anyway as I go along. It's okay. Bye, Kavazan. You're English. Where are you from? What do you speak? Maybe I can speak your language. I don't. I only speak English. In bad English. Well, I have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to twiddle my thumbs. What is the let's have a check. Fastest Intel CPU. Turkey. Oh, I do know of I think I know some swear words in Turkish, but that's about it. How much is that at the moment? Odd. There's at least one advantage of only dealing with the absolute top high-end CPUs and things. There's a lot less issues with chip shortages because these are the top bins. 700 quid for the CPU. Owie. Pretty. Oh, it's just the CPU next to it. But I'm waiting for the video. Probably a 4060 or something. 80. Yeah, September probably. Sounds about right. Probably when I'll get a new computer. So I'll get a 4 series and a new Intel. Here's everything we know about it. Nothing. That is a big video. Yeah, I think that's mine's. Yeah, actually, mine probably is about that big if I take it out of the case. What PSU I've got as well? 850, I think. Let's see. Hold on. 750 at the minute. Got a bigger one in a different computer. Although this is already plenty fast enough to make my room nice and warm. One thing I don't like about this tool is it works by writing out stuff to disk and then leading it back in rather than correctly dealing with its sort of own file format. See, now it's just sat there. There we go. Cool. So that's now hopefully created a whole bunch of light probes. And let's have a look. Hopefully not done anything, is that? Those ones I did. So, what have I done wrong? Not on. Oh, I've clicked. Waiting. Wasn't there a? Oh. Okay. Oh no, that does cover it. What is my job? I write computer games. This is my job. This is what I do to make money for pay my rent. Literally, this is my job. Although my job appears to be waiting for Unity to do stuff. I have been a game dev for like 20 years. 23 years, I think. Yeah, I don't understand why that has not put them in there, because that's within the bounds. has put some something there. Bounds. This is slow. And I have no tools. Where are my tools? Having a bit of a I think I'm going to have to restart Unity because I think it's just died on me. Again, I think if Unity developers actually used Unity more, they'd speed up stuff like this. I understand it has things to do, but do it while we're in. Oh no. So that has completely died on me. Okay, so... Okay, the errors have stopped. Oh no, they haven't. Oh. That completely. Is that what you're complaining about? Ah. Alright, so we're doing it inside this volume. I'm gonna have to hit build again. Ugh. Seems to be a lot faster. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that was very quick. Suspiciously quick. I would love more views, but I do this for fun. And the interesting thing is, I wonder if... Ah, there we go, that's done it this time. Go back to the light probe volumes. Let's have a look. Still not done. Oh no, that's getting there. There we go. Now we have these back again. Also got stuff that this should now mean that things are lit much better. And oh wow, that is a lot of light probes, my word. Off here. Nav mesh. not nav mesh. AI waypoint. Say Turkish words. Oh man, I can't remember. I used to work with some Turkish people who taught me some swear words, but Yanis Gavichistai, something like that. It's been so long though. That looks really cool. Anyway, that was just me being distracted. Next thing, equally, let's put that safely on the internet because that's quite a scary change. Holy! It's the computer game called Creatures 2. When I'm doing streams, one of the hardest bits is one of the hardest things is trying to play music I like just quietly in the background and is also copyright free. Next thing is to hit the very exciting occlusion button. I'll wait for that. This is a very fast process. Here's this is threaded. Yeah, so this is threaded. So I'm curious why anti-malware thinks it's probably this commit. So here, a faster computer would speed this up. Not like my computer's slow. I've got a 990K and a 3080, but I'm literally doing nothing. My favourite game, oh god, from what year? Or are you asking me if I was stuck on a desert island with only one game forever, what game would I play? Because probably World of Warcraft. Because I'd have people to talk to. If I had to choose like a game from my childhood, probably Dungeon Master or Blood Witch or Armageddon. New games. I've really enjoyed Shredder's Revenge. That's been really cool. And what was the other one we did? Power Wash Simulator. It's been really good. Really enjoyed Power Wash Simulator. And but the game I've been playing the longest is a game called Live for Speed. Notice my clue. So yeah, a game called Live for Speed, which I very much enjoyed. There are too many games to just enjoy one. And I very much like Creatures 2, which is why I'm listening to the soundtrack for it. Well, yes, I try and stream a game every night because that means that I'm not working all night long. Something I've explained before, writing games is exhaling, whereas playing games is inhaling, and you can't exhale forever, you die. So you have to combine inhaling and exhaling. So this is why I try, first of all, to try to finish my sentences. I try wherever possible to play a variety of games. So I know what's going on, I know what games are good, I know what people are playing. I see other people's games and I get inspired for some of the amazing things they're doing. I'm not good at racing, but if that's what you're saying, thank you. Now, I can speed this process up. The longer I spend on this bit, the better the game runs. But it is possible to do this bit quicker. Why is it not finished? What's it doing? I'm not even joking, by the way. One of my Warcraft guildmates, his teacher accused him of cheating on his test because he was so much better since the previous year. And she said, you must be cheating. So I'm not cheating. She said, well, how are you so good? And he said, because I spend 5 or 6 hours every night either talking to British people or listening to British people, because that's what we did, and our guild spoke English. So that's calmed down a bit. I have a horrible feeling. Oh, this is broken. It's just stopped dead. Start it. Let's try again. Well, this has definitely died on me, hasn't it? I have a PS4, yeah. No PS5 yet, but only because I don't have a reason for one. I might get one for VR, a PSVR 2. Holy. I do have console-based plans. Unfortunately, they've all gone out the window because I spent a lot of time dealing with, how to phrase this nicely, Microsoft's shit. So I have been very slowly, or been trying to very slowly pick my way through the process of getting a game onto console, but I lost all my enthusiasm for doing it because, oh my god, just so much effort just to get them to go, yep, fine. Up to the point where I had to prove to them who I was. And I'm like, but I've been writing games on your platform for over 10 years. I was one of the biggest selling titles on your previous platform. What? So I did have a friend over at the weekend who moves a bit more in those circles, and he's reminded me I do actually know someone who moves in that circle. So I need to find the enthusiasm to port Nomancer to the Xbox, and then to the PS5, and then to the Switch. That should leave me in good stead for Fortress Craft Phoenix. Now, the concept of Fortress Craft Phoenix on the Switch is an interesting one. Not allowed multiple occlusion areas. I love this. I love this. If enabled, it defines a view area. If disabled, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't work. It must be enabled. So why is it there then? What does it do? No, it is still doing something. 52. Maybe it's on like a coarse pass and now it's doing a fine pass. The problem I have with this particular scene, I'm only supposed to put these boxes where the camera can be. The problem is the camera can be anywhere. I have excluded this geometry. That's about it. Hey, Zebra. I'm waiting, as is my, apparently, this is my life now, just waiting for dialogue boxes to go up slowly. But I mean, that looks done to me. I'm assuming this secondary... I'm assuming it's working within this secondary view box now. You can't see it. And so it doesn't draw the last one it did in cyan, so you can't see them appearing. But this doesn't seem to be like higher detail than the rest of it. I'm in ISO view, so constant density as I move away. Down. Yeah, one hand, I need to get better at doing them. I apologise. I haven't done an awful lot of work on the game. And I've just got a bit of spare time this evening before the gaming streams. I've got about an hour and a bit. So I thought I would just try out some stuff. What's actually happened is I've just rebaked all the I've replaced all the light probes, but not rebaked them. I'm struggling to get the occlusion to bake. I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why the first 50% went bang straight through, and the second 50% is just stopped. And I do, long term, I also do need to get better at blocking visibility, because it's not all it could be. Thank you, Biker Vazan. Feel free to add me to PlayStation 4 network. I'm just DJ Arcus there, so DJ Arcus everywhere. But I am struggling a little bit with Viz. So, while it's baking away, let's have a look around what I've added. So I added a new dock. We've added a new dock around here that accepts crafted parts. So this will accept, well, right now it accepts iron ingots because that's the only one I've actually done. Yeah, well, no, Zebra, normally it's equal speeds, but something seems to have changed. I have changed some geometry, maybe a cache is broken. Yeah, so that's where we hand off iron ingots. Actually, let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the beginning because I've done quite a lot of the progression here. So here is an asteroid. This asteroid, you can now push it, which we'll try in a bit. You can push the asteroid into this box here, which then grinds it up. That then gets moved to this area here, where you can pick up the extracted iron ore. You then take it all the way over to here. Through here, into here, and you drop it off in that box here. It then gets turned into iron ingots. You should be able to see hopefully you can see the nice big white arrow there, showing. Yeah, so then it hands off to iron ingots, so you can pick up the iron ingots. And the plan was to detail this side of the area. Same way I've done this, but I got distracted. So yeah, iron ingots will then hand off there, and currently there's no further processing. So I've added a shop that will buy iron ingots. That is all the way over here. So in theory now it is possible to find an asteroid, grind an asteroid, refine an asteroid, smelt the results, and sell the results. And I've written all the code. I've tested it single player. Haven't tested it multiplayer. It's kind of the plan. So what I will probably do in a minute is spin up the server on my other computer, which you can't see. It's over there, not because you're not allowed to see. So I'll spin up the oh, just finished the occlusion. Okay, cool. Nice. Why is that? I'm just looking at the overdraw, but definitely something weird going on there, isn't there? Wanted to make sure I had done a fairly good job of occlusion, so I shouldn't be able to see inside. If I can, that's an issue. Yes, I can see inside a bit there. I don't know why. The update has been pushed, certainly. Oh, maybe I have to turn off. Wait, hang on. And we've got these two occluders which are not open. How about now? Yeah, so that's worrying. I can see all the way into there. I don't know why we get this strange flickering, but I guess it doesn't. I'm really confused. So, let me turn that off for a second. So this here is a door, and that sort of translucent bit. So when the door's shut, that does that. So you can't see anything. It doesn't render anything the other side of it, except there where it is. And like, how are you managing to render that? So on one hand, the goal is, at least currently, not to do it like that. The goal is that, well, I can show you actually, because that bit might be working. So if I go in, the idea is that you're running the colony. It's you. You make these decisions. You're not told to do this, to do that. There might be a global economy, so the price of things goes up and down. I haven't quite decided on that yet. The goal is that one of the players in the game, or you can switch in out of it, will be the ATC, air traffic controller. That doesn't make any sense, obviously, because we're in space, but that ain't the point. So right now, the current if you hit backspace, you go into this view. So this view actually lets you see everything, apart from the new area. As you can see the doors for the new area. Incidentally, I have no word to describe how amazing this looks in VR. This looks so. Well, I can see. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Well, that's going to be occlusion having screwed up. Well, anyway. Yeah. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Now the occlusion is really. Anyway, there you go. That's. So you've also got every screen and a readout, as well as literally every object. I'm a bit concerned there's no space. Oh, there you go. There's a spaceship. As an AI spaceship. If a player was playing, you'd see them. So cool. I'm really happy with that. I think I might know what's wrong with the occlusion too. And Unity has died on me once more. I can. One of the notes I have is the ability to track a ship, but I can actually here zoom right in the holographic view and keep an eye on it. So the idea will be you can say, oh, we are lacking gold. I need someone to go and get in a scanning ship and start scanning for gold asteroids. We found a gold asteroid. Then you would tell the miner where the gold asteroid is, and then you would have to organize someone to pick up that asteroid and move the resources around. So the idea is that you're running this colony, and at least initially, all of the other ships are human ships. There's nothing stopping you doing it all yourself. That's perfectly acceptable. I didn't see you join. Try joining now, Zebra. I won't stop. In theory, if you join, I should see you. You should spawn in over. Oh, there you are. Looks like you. No, it isn't. Or controls are a bit hair on. That's going to be you there. Oh, that could be me. Yeah, I've got you. I don't know where you are. You're not listed differently to the AI ships. There's the AI ships parked in their orbit. This bit's so cool in VR. It's so awesome seeing all these things. Currently, there are no overarching objectives. The problem I have with games with objectives is that when you complete them, you stop playing the game. So currently, there aren't any. The sort of current design goals, and there are quite a lot of them, mostly already, like, the time it would take you to actually level up a ship and achieve everything, you'd be there forever. You'd be there for so long. So already, the chance of anyone actually completing the progression is quite small. Okay, so you just left. You can't join. You were joined. It's possible I broke the networking. I haven't tested it in a couple of days, but you were there. You rejoin, Zebra. I'm up here. So I'm in a transporter. Yeah, client. Blah blah blah. Bear in mind, all of these AI ships you see are pure background fluff. They don't do anything. They don't deliver resources. They're just there so when you're doing stuff, it's something cool happening off in the background. I can see you, Zebra, but you're not spawning. Yeah, welcome, friend Zebra. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you are. And on this screen, yeah, you're right there. Although it's not quite right because it hasn't worked out your name, but I haven't started on that yet. That's you. Flying badly, but flying nonetheless. Smashing into things. Frontier Flight Simulator. No, I have not. Oh, but I noticed I have clicked on it before. Mixed. Oh, right, it's a spaceship game. Oh, no, I did play this. This is the one with the really awful handling, isn't it? Where it's so difficult to fly. Now, I did watch it, and I did look at it because I knew it had some stuff in common. And it did look cool, but there are a few reasons why not, and that's one of them. Single player. It's got no VR, that's number 2, and no motion platform support. But yeah, I did actually watch, I think it's a dev stream of it. But yeah, it's similar to that, but maybe will end up adding missions and stuff like that. But right now, the goal is that you will have things you want to achieve in the colony, and you will need to herd cats in order to make that happen. Yeah, however you do that. I'll find you, Zebra. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this ATC view. It's a lot better in VR. You hit escape as you wanted to change your name. Well, that's not how it works. You type in /help. But anyway, that worked. I'm not going to worry about that too much. But yeah, actually, Zebra, if you can come back in. Actually, you should get your ass onto Discord so we're not playing with a 5-second lag here. Because there is something I would like you to try and do as a network client. Let me get my ship out of the way so I don't cause a horror. Hello, much easier, isn't it? No lag.
Good evening.
Evening. Yeah, so if you can come back in, and we'll see how badly this goes wrong.
For whatever. No, I get no go.
If you've quit out back to the main
and it's
menu,
good. What the hell?
If you've quit out back to the main menu and you'll come back in and something doesn't work, all bets are off. There's a reason I didn't put that in Fortress Craft, and I'm so tired of explaining to people how difficult that actually is. Cool.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's like I join. What the fuck? I leave and then I can't really join, and I'm banging around in the hangar. I have no clue what gave me impulse, but
you just drove downwards.
Yeah.
To the floor. Turn all your ship on.
everything booted up except parking brake.
Okay, so head out the hangar. You're not going to bump into anything, and then we'll switch you into a specific ship. We'll see if this works. I haven't tried this network yet, but it may do, it may not. And just to check, you are playing on an Xbox pad, right?
I currently have an Xbox controller, yes.
Good. So I will say, I've been playing with the transporter a bit, and it's much more expert level controls. The taxi is dead easy. So you are just about clear. So if you can hit, what key is? I think it's 5. Let me check. No, it's a transporter. If you can hit number pad 4, you should switch to being a collector. Marvelous. Cool. And can you turn off your number 3, which is your it's called cargo, but that's actually your thing. Okay, so do you know where the mining processor is?
Sort of, but
Cool. Well,
the model looks a bit fucky, but yeah, sure, I'll fly over there.
that's a cool looking ship. And you have much more accurate collision on a lot of things now, so bear in mind, you are flying quite a big ship. I mean, it's 40 or 50 meters long. It's not like the taxi, which is very small. But this one's not too bad though. The transporter, when it's fully laden, is an absolute pig to fly. So I need to work out whether or not that's fun, pardon me, or whether or not I need to tune it. I think I might actually make the taxi even more arcadey, and then bring the collector, the transporter roughly in line with that. Anyway, that asteroid that's to your left, you want to go to the left of it or underneath it, ideally. Okay, you should see, hopefully, the grinder already, like miles and miles and miles off in the distance.
Yes, I do see it.
Head that way, and hopefully, on the way there, you should see an asteroid. Oh, that's a nice shot. Let me get that for them.
Already got visual on it. Do I have to activate the grip or something?
Let's line you up first before you start doing anything. Now, I have been quite nice. When the grippers hit the object, they do damp it off. So it's quite hard to knock the asteroid flying off into space. However, it's still entirely possible. But your goal is, with my helpful assistance, to get that asteroid into that grinder. And when you get it right, it will disappear and you should probably get some spam text on your screen. But I haven't tested this yet, except locally. You want to sort of come up to the asteroid, like line yourself up. Like you're better off lining up than trying to juggle it, which I was actually getting quite good at. I did give this a bit of a try earlier. You want to do a rotation? Are you in VR or 2D, by the way?
2D.
2D. Okay. It's going to be much harder, but you'll notice you now have a reticule that shows you distance much clearer.
I've already noticed that in the text, and it's quite cool.
Oh no, not the text one. That's always been there. The reticule now extends in 3D.
Oh yeah, but I noticed that when I joined, like I have now a path or something.
Yeah, cool. I will engage your tractor beam. It's not pinchers. It's a tractor beam for reasons of I'm not explaining why. It just is.
Correct.
That's number 3.
Beam.
Number 3.
How? Number 3.
That's the ship specific thing. And then if you slowly.
Oh, cargo true false. Okay.
Yeah, so slowly and carefully go forwards, and the asteroid should snap in to sort of a vortex in the middle of your think of it as a gravity well between your pinchers. And the other issue is I wanted to put the asteroid in front of you, but if I do that, you can't see. About another 20 meters to go. Oh,
the occlusion in the is playing with the station in the background.
Yeah, no, I've just rebaked that. Like I've just rebaked that. That's one of these. There you go. It's now grabbed, and it's going up. So hopefully that is synchronized for you. And when you are pushing the asteroid, you should get a little vibration in your pad. Nope, you've lost it. Oh, there you go, you've got it again. Now, I'm not saying this has been tuned. I haven't actually watched anyone apart from me do it, and I cheated quite a lot. Yeah, you want to try and keep it like in range because it's currently 20 odd meters away.
I have no clue where my range is.
But you want to get close enough to it so your pad vibrates. Unfortunately, the best I can manage, but you want to go down. Does the asteroid?
The pad vibrated for maybe 2 seconds and then it stopped.
There you go, I'll stop the asteroid for you because I'm nice like that. But you did get it quite close to the crusher. But I'm just going to wish you good luck getting it in. But it's very difficult to judge distances without VR. And even in VR, it's quite tricky to judge distances because of the scale of stuff. That's why I'm starting to put these little astronauts around, and I thought if people wanted to have an astronaut named after them, I could do that, and then people could have to find them all. But worry more about being too far away than too close. But you're going to have to sort of capture the asteroid in the gravity well, and then go up, like strafe upwards. There you go. I'm going to record this because this looks ace. So the asteroid's now off without you.
Yes, my pad isn't vibrating at all.
No, you're not. You're nowhere near close enough for it to vibrate. You've got basically you have 5 thrusters that push the asteroid towards the middle, but you don't have the one in front. But when it's vibrating, that means you're pushing the asteroid forward.
Now it's vibrating.
That looks very cool.
But I can't really keep it.
So when it vibrates, that means you've pushed the asteroid away.
Oh.
Like that's pushing it, but there isn't anything keeping it there. I'm gonna have to help you because I have a funny feeling that's.
So I can not pull the asteroid backwards.
No.
I can only push it. Okay.
Yes.
So
now, should I add a backwards force that's a bit weaker? Anyway, if you back off, I'll help you because that asteroid is stuck now. So if I do that, do you just see the asteroid move on the client? Yeah.
Blop. Yes, it moved, and it's still moving.
Should be stopped now.
It keeps moving.
It's doing.
Now it's rubber banding back.
Yeah.
It's going back and forth.
Yeah, that's me trying to do interpolation, but smoothly and not too.
Yeah, it's rubber banding back and forth. So what field does my capture field do? Like just left and right to keep it between my pincers, but not forward and backward to keep it there?
So if you look at the stream, like the Discord one's easier because there's no lag on it.
I hate hitting escape. Like it's okay. Give me a second. I just have click up backwards.
Well, then that's about to close, so I'll paste that picture into Discord.
Okay. If I just hit F2, nope. I have to close the game.
Yes. Sometimes you can come back in. Sometimes you can't.
Okay. Let's reopen Liststream. Liststream, good. Now let's restart the game. For whatever reason, it looks like when I restart the game the first time, I can't really join. Let's see, start client.
So if you look at the stream, you can see those are the 5 pushers. But do you? I mean, again, I haven't really tested this, and you were all I've done is I've very carefully lined up and then given it a bit of a push.
I don't need start mode. Okay.
But I think you might be right. We might want a 6th one that's more gentle, but stops the asteroid just. Or otherwise, you have to keep pace with the asteroid, so you will probably end up blasting your
Yeah, infinite acceleration needed.
yeah.
Okay, I'm back at the hangar. I'll be flying over.
Look, if there's a whole bunch of oh, I may have messed something up. Bet you there's a spaceship in here that's desperately trying to leave. Yeah. All of the spaceships have stopped.
Locked up.
Yeah, because this one is unable to exit. That's why. I know. I thought that might happen. I was hoping it wouldn't. Check HSS AI Extra. Yeah. So what's happened is there's one ship that can't leave the level, and because one ship can't leave the level, all of the other ones are queued up waiting for it to leave the level.
Yep.
Hopefully you can see all those on screen there. They're all part. The whole system is jammed up because there's only one exit out the level right now, which is inside the spaceship. Magically. I can actually add in the pusher because remember this is all running server side. I will also think about slight increase in friction. Sync objects. Also halve push force when where. So right now it's not a proper PID. So if the object needs to move left, I push it left. But if it's already going left, I don't care. I still push it left. So it hits where it wants to be, and then I start pushing right. But what I should be doing is calculating a correct velocity for the vehicle, and then only... Oh, you're not in the game. I thought you were.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm currently flying slowly across.
I think you're right. It's just that the game has not... Oh, I see you now. Yeah. Are you in a taxi? That's not you.
For me, I am in the push, in the carrier. Where do I see what I currently have?
It will say on the middle, the lower leftish of your dash.
Zebra's collector, flight time 2 minutes and a bit. For me, I am a collector.
Fortunately, there's a lot of those in the scene, and finding them is all quite a bit hard.
Capacity 200,000. Yeah, that doesn't look like a taxi. I am now more or less next to the processor, or to the mining rig. Currently just above the, or just next to the red door. Yeah, it looks like I'm a taxi to you.
Can you... Hang on. What do I think you're in? I think you're in a collector. So
just the visuals on my stuff.
Can you do a barrel roll?
Sure. Oui.
Okay, oh, that's you. Okay. Oh, that's interesting that that's wrong. Because that means that the server thinks you're a collector, but my client thinks you're a taxi. That's a bug. That's definitely a bug. Oh yeah, there you go. Spawning new taxi. Oh, well, if you just switch to another vehicle and back again. Because the server thinks you're a taxi, nothing is happening. So just,
okay, let's switch to number 3.
Yeah, you're a policeman.
Number 4.
There you go. Cool. Go on, give it another go.
Yeah, it's super weird. I don't know where my, or I don't see where my actual grappling part is in 2D mode, so I have no clue where the asteroid is, if it's in the capture field or not.
Yes, but how do I solve this? Like, for example, what I could do is put the arms either side of the cockpit, so, but then you're grabbing the asteroid where you see, like in the middle of your field of view. Yeah. So I fiddle with it a bit, instead of you're going backwards, you're about to smash into a rock.
Yes, I just noticed. Perfect. For the collector, can you add like a third position with the right thumbstick? Like look forward, look up to the switchboard, look down or whatever through a window in the floor where you see the 2 grapplers. and then you can push back up to normal view, so you have your normal console.
There's a couple of problems with that. One of them is I don't have any other cockpits at this point.
Right.
That's a slight problem. Also, there is a reason that the cockpit is quite so claustrophobic, shall we say, and that's a reason of VR sickness. So there's nothing below you.
Yes.
180 degrees is filled with that.
Camera, like a small camera or some indicator where you see like or a holographic representation like of your pincers, wireframe style, and then the object in front of you or something like that.
Yeah, see, that's starting to get very, very tricky, because then you're talking about somehow a different rendering
like
system. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not like that's a terrible. I like the I like the idea. I'm just not really sure how
to do it.
And not the rendering, but how do I show it? What do I show?
As soon as the grappling beam comes on, you or some sort of an indicator, like, okay, the object that is directly in front of you is problem is a relative scale, like where the center of mass or the center of object, whatever, is, and then like what's the current force between the pincers or something.
Well, unfortunately, that's not really it. There's no force. All it is I push. But you can see how far you are from the asteroid, I think. But you might not be going. Does it say on your cockpit readout? It might do.
I'll give you a screenshot.
The problem I have is sometimes what we're trying to do is we're trying to solve what to do, and then how to do it.
I'll just put the picture in AstroTrucks. That's what I see right now. It just uploaded. I guess the asteroid is called Low.
Oh, yeah. You're colliding on the low, but is it giving you a? Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't. You've cut off the bit where it would say it at the bottom middle in that picture.
There is like a bar graph, but it doesn't look like it's moving.
So there is a like the HUD is now 3D, so you can use that to gauge distance, which is obviously slightly better than what we had before. But in the bottom middle of your screen, it should show you what it thinks you're about to hit. And it'd be called low because I haven't given this a name, which is something I should do. So on one hand, I'm trying to be realistic with this game as much as I can. I want to. I've got other issues, so I'll give you another example of another problem we have to solve. If we look at this cargo ship here, right? There's a cargo ship. It looks cool. That's an awesome looking cargo ship. Now let me put the camera where the camera will be.
Give me a second to change the stream again.
You want to fly that? Why? What are you going to see? Previously, I actually had. Is it not going to? Previously, I can't actually duplicate them. Is it going to let me now? No. So previously, I had another set of them on top, and that had the issue that you can't see at all. I mean,
so you see just container under top, container on the bottom.
Yeah, you just see nothing. So this is the problem. A lot of these ships are not designed to be actually played, and when you actually play it, you go, It is a cool view.
I don't see.
Now, do you want to try and park this ship? I mean, hopefully, if Zebra can manage to push that asteroid in, because he is lined up. Go on, give it a slight push. I mean, it might be that I cave in and I add external view in for non-VR players. It might be that this game is entirely multiplayer. Like you get your mate to help you do it. Like I can help Zebra if I'm in a spaceship, no problems. So the asteroid begins to spin. That's because you're giving it force.
It does spin.
I'm not sure why it went up quite so much.
Coming down.
But it will try and hold it. There is a gravity well there, which I probably need to make it look more gravity. That looks freaking awesome, though.
So going up.
But it will try and sit in the gravity well between the pincers. And then hopefully you might not get any graphic effects. It's actually being edited now, but I don't think you'll see that.
I see.
Oh no, you might do. You might. Oh, okay. There you go. It's now edited.
And it's gone. Nope. It just vanished.
That means I'm rendering the camera twice, one hand. Cool. So if you switch to a transport now, and bear in mind these are a lot more hardcore. So transport is number 5.
Get some distance. So, let me stop.
Well, you're about to switch ships anyway, so.
Yeah, but I don't like having momentum. Go. Switching to transport.
But if
no, I'm still collector.
Oh.
Well, oh, okay. I know why.
Number 5. There you go. Cool.
Now I'm at transport.
Yeah. So, one hand. Bear in mind, if I have to render the scene twice, that gets expensive. So slightly, if you raise yourself up, you should see another dock in front of you, and that dock.
Yes, I see.
That dock has iron ingots for you. Now, bear in mind, what you're driving now is a lot heavier than a taxi. A lot heavier.
Also, the problem is I don't know where my cockpit is. Like, is it on the top? Is it on the bottom? Is it left? Is it off center or something?
The good thing is this particular ship has no extra collision yet because I haven't implemented it.
Ah, good.
But yeah, it's like trying to drive a real truck. It's bloody hard.
Yeah, but usually on a truck you know its size.
Right, but a lot of people, when they're driving trucks, they don't do it by themselves. You don't park a truck by yourself. You have someone to help you. So you don't end up smashing £500,000 worth of stuff. Anyway, so between those two blue force fields, you should be able to pick up some iron ore. And I was going to essentially make the back of your ship automatically change to represent what you're holding. Are you thrusting forward? Is it really that slow?
Slowly, 3 meters per second. 4, 5. And I'm not going faster for security.
I mean, I've watched like docking and stuff, like real world docking, and it's very, very slow. Very, very slow. They don't rush anything. Everything is done.
Yes.
It's very low relative speeds.
You don't. Okay, it's already loading without me being stopped or being in like normal park position.
Actually, it looks like we might have an error.
Load rate 115,000. 4% iron and ore. Cargo value 200. Delivery bonus 100.
I am actually getting some errors there. Oh no, they were temporary. Awesome. I'll ignore them then. That looks. Let me get a nice camera. I really wish I could spin the camera smoothly using Unity, but I can't. So every time I record a video, it just always looks very ugly. You're miles away from any. I haven't got any sort of justification. So what I thought I might do is some sort of inverse kinematics robot arm that will attach to your ship like a hose that will come up and clunk onto your ship, and when you fly off, it will just snap. Because right now,
release and goes like to the bottom of.
Yeah. Or I could do that would look very cool. Or I could just do a little teleport effect. But right now, you're parked a good. Hold on, where's some scale?
Yes.
You're parked 12 or 15 meters from anything.
To the front, I see 2 red dots of some sort. I guess these are thrusters. The small ones in
on the ship.
In just yes, these 2.
I don't know. Well, it could be laser guns for all I know. I didn't make these. These were just downloaded.
Have a sort of docking. No, docking clamp would be again IK.
Well, no. Bear in mind, IK's not that bad.
Yeah, true. But having some sort of indicator in the cockpit?
Well, no, it's not. This is pure. It's working fine. It's purely for if I'm watching you, I want it to look cool, and it doesn't look cool because it looks ridiculous because somehow you're magically loading stuff in. Did it load, by the way, or is it not?
I am on 130,000 cargo units.
There is
135.
a bug here.
No, I'm just loading up to
To
200,000.
load
Okay.
to player. Oh, it should say if shop is null, return anywhere.
Cargo moved 0 tons. Cool.
Get shot by ID. Oh, it should work. Yes, one hand. I that's my backup plan. I'm hoping to have physical things physically carrying stuff around because I'm a big fan of SnowRunner and shit going wrong. It says you finished loading it and then started loading it.
180,000 of 200,000.
I am actually getting some errors sending packets now. But I'm gonna get shot by name by ID. That should then return. No, I failed to locate. Return null. That should, oh no. For anyway, that's just purely a printing bug. So that's fine.
I stopped loading. Cargo full. Move along.
I wonder why it took so long. No,
200,000 and I'm loading
there
with
it is.
50,000 or
If it
something.
takes more than 1 second to load a given cargo unit, the UI freaks out. That's why. So what happens is I have to. You leaving and joining a cargo dock is not an easily detectable state. So what happened is you're taking too long to load 1 unit of cargo. So I'm like, oh, you're unloading because you've obviously left. I haven't. Oh, now you're loading again. Oh, now you're unloading. So that's what that was. But it's okay because it's just a readout issue. Cool.
Okay, is the ship affected by how much I have loaded?
Well, why don't you accelerate away and you tell me?
Sure. Oh god.
Oh, yes.
Oh god.
So
3 meters per second.
that doesn't mean I've balanced this correctly. Bear in mind, you do have a sport mode, but that will burn through your energy.
Yeah, screw that. I just made it up to 5 meters per second and used half my power reserves. Perfect.
So also bear in mind, you haven't upgraded your ship. You haven't built up any stats on the server. All of those things.
At least it's moving quite good. So where do I? Okay, I see it.
Can you see? So you might have some visages, but can you see a bright silvery sort of
Yes.
building with a red sign
Just
on it?
past the weird cargo transport tryout ship.
So head that away.
Yeah, and to my left, I have some asteroids popping in and out, but I guess that's the thing you mentioned before.
Yeah. So that will be fixed when I do a build, but it took like an hour to make the build. So
Let's try going up to 10 meters per second.
I mean, you can go all the way up to 30. Once you're aligned, bring it all the way up to 30.
No.
30 is fine. Just be prepared to brake further in advance so you go with the taxi. I do like this because whoever designed this didn't really. So this is a pair of models designed to go together, but whoever designed it didn't really think it through.
Just fire at the container.
You fire at the container, yeah. Although I think the container should be back a little bit. Looking at it,
or maybe a bit higher.
No, because
then you have off center of gravity, off center of mass.
It should be there. I have actually screwed it up slightly, but no, it's the clamps line up like it is designed. These two things are designed to go together. I could maybe make the cargo container a bit small. No, I can't. But it's a bit odd.
No, then.
But hey, maybe they're not reaction thrusters. Maybe that's our.
It looks like iron engines. You could maybe change it in height, but then again, it looks dumb.
Well, you can't change it in height because, as I said, these docking clamps grab onto a wider bit of the container.
Oh.
I was also thinking, if I can get the physics working and everything, that you don't just drop off a docking container like a real truck. You stack them somewhere and then you go and pick up a container.
Oh. What could
Maybe.
go wrong?
Well, and then we have robot arms, which I'm sort of umming and ahhing about. So yeah, I've got some ideas.
It would be really cool with like full body tracking, which not really many people have, to be like able to control a robot arm with the actual arm movements. But yeah, IK. Oh, although
IK's not.
can
IK isn't too bad. I mean, I think what I said about when you dock, what should maybe happen is a thing comes out and clamps onto your spaceship for certain spaceships, and then you don't have to be that close, and that's not that hard to do. I don't currently have a mesh that will be suitable for it, so I might need to get Andy to make one, but that could be done.
you said you watched the stuff docking to the ISS. You know the little like docking indicator with the off-center thingy
Yeah.
to guide you in. Something like this in front of the ship, so you know, like, okay, I have to align it this way, and then when you're like in an okay position, either something else docks or just it folds away after you've fully loaded, and
Yes.
then you just head on
Bear in
out, so you know where you have to go.
Bear in mind, you'll never see that because it's
Why
below
not?
you because there's a ship in the way. Currently, I've tried to be super.
No, man, like
generous.
in front of me, come up, show me where I have to go, and then fold away.
Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, I'm hoping to make it idiot-proof. I mean, I don't think you had any issues finding any of the docks so far. This next one I haven't actually. Oh, you're turning left, not right. Left, left.
So I have to go to the backside.
Go to the backside. Yeah.
Speed. Just all the transport standing around waiting.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff I've got around just for visuals. But yeah, I know what that issue is. I was slightly concerned that might happen. I might be able to fix it actually. All it's trying to do, it's trying to get to this waypoint here. And I can't select it, damn it.
Okay, so with this ship, I'm most likely never able to get the shipping bonus because it just won't accelerate fast enough.
That's a good point. That should be balanced differently, shouldn't it?
Because from the dock, we were still talking a bit, and then I started accelerating, and it was about 75%. Like, maybe not.
But yeah, what you'd say if you wanted to drive a spaceship and you're struggling with the performance, you should be able to buy upgrades. There we go. I fixed the queuing issue. All I need to do is move that box.
It forward, so it's like done sooner.
Yeah. So all it is, I put a bit too much collision in. But I'm getting trying to get plenty of footage. You get much better footage when other people are flying the spaceships, I find.
Okay, I'm at 19 meters per second, and I guess I have to enter this yellow gate here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
I'm
slow
trying to standardize on that. That is so cool. I know I say that a lot, but this game makes me say, "Oh, that's cool." Screenshot, video, like constantly, all the time. Whereas a lot of the games I do, that doesn't happen. I think that is a good sign, and assuming that other people think that's cool as well, brilliant. Maybe they will. Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
won't.
just slowed down to two bars just before I get the warning from 20 meters per second. I'm at 6. So your idea of accelerating to 30 and just start braking earlier.
I wonder how much your ship weighs. I can't see on my screen. Your ship is fixed.
I feel reserves. Somewhere it said how many tons I had.
You should have probably 20 tons on board. But I'm nice, and your ship
Likely 200.
your ship weighs 1% of the additional cargo because I'm nice. I tried it with 100%, and it meant that your taxi only weighed 200 kilos. But when you put people in it, it was basically unplayable.
Hmm. Because I have 200,000 cargo, so I would assume it's 200 tons.
20,000 cargo.
No, 200. Or at least on the readout it says 200,000 of 200,000 in the
What?
capacity.
Are you absolutely sure? Are you?
No.
How sure are you?
Give me a second.
I think you're wrong, but while I'm busy saying you're wrong, I'm just checking.
I have 40 units of iron ore.
You have 40 units of iron ore.
Yes.
That's not right. You should have 4.
Oh.
You should have. Oh no, I've made a typo. No, that minor. Yeah, oh no, you do have 200,000, but you have a maximum of 8 slots. Oh, 8 different slots. Limit on slots. Yeah, okay. Oh, you're about to make an awful lot of money. Oh, actually, maybe not. I don't know how much they're worth.
Just 1,000. Okay, 1,000 is quite much. But yes, the dust particles are really helpful to like know in which direction you're going. But right now I'm flying towards a red gate, or red indicator light, which you said is in theory a no-no.
Red indicator light.
Like the thing above the hangar is red, and I think you said
No,
you should
no,
only
no, no. That's just a texture. Hey, easy game, easy life. Yeah, no, that doesn't change color. That's just a texture. It just says on it, please dock. But yeah, if you just fly towards it, you should get some red lights and some particles escape when you get close enough. But you are miles out, yeah.
Okay, I'm at 7 meters per second, and I'm not quite sure if I'm able to stop.
Should be alright at 7. I mean, it does say on it you're limited to 5, but 7 should be alright.
Okay, yeah. Let's slow down to 5 then. 5. Airlock liaison. 13 seconds until impact. Let's see what happens.
Well, yeah, open.
The sign above is blinking, I guess, from distance. Strange.
Yeah, there's all sorts of issues with the decal rendering, and Unity are aware. There you go, doors opening. Air particles coming out.
Whoa.
You are miles from an impact. I know it doesn't look it, but you are. It's better in VR because obviously in VR you can.
Yes. Okay, I guess then the airlock liaison was like the collision zone which was detected.
Yeah.
Okay, airlock liaison. 21 seconds.
Airlock lower, surely.
Liaison. Yes. Airlock. Wait. Lock low. Okay, good. Airlock call. Oh, airlock collision. Sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I have the ability in the game to set up a system that I can name objects, but I haven't done it for everything. There you go. Airlock's opening. Even though this isn't exciting, it's ever so cool.
Yeah, I'm sure in VR it looks much better.
Of course. And what doesn't look much better in VR?
True. Because so far stuff I've checked out in VR chat was like, okay, I'm trying it, crash. Fuck. Cool. Okay, I have no clue where I have to go now.
There is a massive yellow circle. Ooh, that's it all. You've got to be very. So you've just smashed your cargo container, the arse through it, and the door's just shut as well.
I do not see a yellow circle, but I guess
it's behind you now.
Hovering above it.
You've overshot it, yeah. See, what I'm assuming, and depends, again, depends on feedback from people. What I'm assuming what happens is you arrive with a cargo container, drop off. So if you fly straight downwards now, you're probably okay. So then you'll drop off the cargo container, and then you'll fly out without a cargo container.
Collision. Or the pet column.
Yeah, pad collisions is the thing you want to get closer to. Unfortunately, hold on. Here is the.
And collide.
You want to back. So yeah, yes. I've probably been a bit.
Shit.
Yeah, you want to. I'll make a note, but you probably want to reverse up a bit. Again, this is the first time I've actually seen the ship park here. Normally, I do it from internal view.
Foundry core dock, 20 seconds until impact.
I'm going to go back about another half a ship. You're fine though, you're not going to hit anything. And that's on the list. Beeping's reverse.
Detected. Okay, it has started unloading. I'm going into park position or park configuration. And I'm unloading. Cargo move, 0 tons. Perfect. Yeah, it stays on 0. But I'm unloading right now 40 units of ore.
Yeah. That's quite a lot. So how much are you making? Are you getting $12? Oh no, you're
$896 rest, I guess.
Yeah, so the goal is that you might not ever own a nice big ship, but the colony will. So the idea is that for every dollar you make, the colony makes 10, and the colony buys ships. So you don't necessarily have your own ships, the colony has them.
You lend or rent or lease them.
Not even that. You are working with the colony. I am more of a communist thing. But you as a group would run tax emissions until you can afford a miner. Then you run mine emissions, and then you save up for a transport and stuff. And then you'd save up for a rubbish transport, and together work your way up.
Fix it up and make it better. But if you say you buy like a miner, then you have some AI ships while the players are not transporting stuff that do the job the players will at some point.
That's not planned, but I could do.
So in theory, a group just loads infinite amounts of asteroids into the
grinder. Yep.
And it never gets delivered. It's just we've just filled this endless void.
No, so it's actually a little bit cleverer than that. So when you deliver an asteroid, it has between 1 and 10 units of iron, and between 1 and 10 units of detritus. So eventually, the dock will fill up with rubbish. So you need to run a garbage ship to get rid of it, or a recycle ship to try and make useful materials out of it. So I'm beginning to lock all of the puzzles together for the way this all works, and it's beginning to get there. How much money did you make out of that run, by the way?
I'm still paying stuff, or I'm still unloading.
Oh, does it not list your cash while you're unloading?
No. Unloading, offload rate 100%, perfect. Server has stopped talking to us.
Something's gone absolutely amazingly wrong. What? Okay, yeah, we've had a. Well, that's probably a good time to stop anyway. I'll take a quick video because that has gone amazingly wrong. I don't know why, but something. I got an NRE, and then that's not.
Oh wow!
It's spawning a new taxi every frame.
But why?
Well, that's because I had an NRE, which I'll investigate in a second. But that's probably not a bad time to start winding up the stream because I need to go and get a drink and then start up the non-dev stream. But yeah, tuning the handling of all these things is going to be interesting, and some of it is simply how would you. So if you've ever seen the film Space Truckers, you'll know what I mean, because you look at the way the spaceships are designed in that, going, that doesn't work. Like that doesn't in any way work as a system. And we have to not only make things that look cool and are fun,
but are realistic.
And work. Yes. And suddenly, like, a lot of these space designs, they don't work. They look cool.
Nice, but...
And then we have to work our way around them. But the solution might be external cameras. The solution might be multiplayer only. The solution might be there might be, spotter ships. There are lots of things that may end up being the solution. I just don't know what they are yet. But I will add that 6th director in, and I will fix a couple of the other issues, and then I can't make a build.
Optimally, so it doesn't, like, you just touch the asteroid a bit, it starts rolling and then just gets flung off. It's a bit annoying if you try to carry something.
Well, that's why I will tweak the. That's why I'll tweak the. What are you hitting? 2 seconds. Let me just work out what this is hitting here. Why I've got. ATC. It's all in layer ATC, and I'm not. Oh, I'm not running layer cockpit. That'd be right. Okay. Just trying to work out what this is hitting here. Right. All I need to do is make that. Oh, okay. Yes. So that needed to just go. Relying on a little bit of smoke and mirrors here because the player cannot fly into this. The player can't fly into this, so the AI spaceships fly through the back of this wall and then disappear when you can't see them. But I broke. I mean, in the nicest possible way, easy game, easy life. I tend not to click on random links people share me on the internet, just as a rule. What's it called? Collector. Oh, the collector's over. What I'll do is I'll add in a 6th pusher at half the strength of the other ones. And I'll also bleed off the rotational velocity more. Because the problem is I'm applying the velocity correctly. So if you bop the asteroid from the bottom, I will absolutely start to spin the asteroid because that's how it works. Oh, did I? Oh, I may not have taken the button box marked apply damping. That might not have helped. Okay, so we have that object there. Player ship. I actually have to attach this to the cockpit because I have the issue that you have a sort of a soft simulation on the client that the server will try and respect. Oh, sorry, the server will the client will try and guess what the server wants. But if you are the server, then it has to be a lot more aggressive. And that is actually a pain in the bloody arse to keep synchronized. And unfortunately, the solution is to have a game that's almost entirely dedicated servers. So I'll make those push at 100. What are the rest? Okay, so that's fine. And these ones do not apply. And I will apply a little bit more damping. And increase. But yeah, I need to tweak this so it can't be easy. It can't be click slam dunk. It can't be just slam into the asteroid. You know there has to be skill involved. That's the point.
Yeah, but when you just come up to it slowly.
Yeah, so when you come up to it slowly, bear in mind now, because these aren't PIDs, you'll hit this first one, and this will start to pull the asteroid towards you. But also means if you push the asteroid away from you, it might still escape the singularity, but it should hopefully escape the singularity a whole bunch further away. And I will probably here. I don't have anything I can quickly drop in, but I'll probably here have an effect, like a swirly effect showing, at least for other players, if not necessarily for you, where I'm expecting the asteroid to be. So I want to try and make players' life as easy as possible, just not at the expense of realism. Fun is more important than realism, but so fun is more important than realism, but realism is more important than, I say, quality of life. So I don't want to just go, oh yeah, the asteroid just, it steers itself in, all of those sort of things. Right, I will stop the stream there. I will aim to do another one on Friday, as I have workmen in the house tomorrow, and I have got stuff on Thursday. So we'll go for another one then, and I will do a build after the stream tonight, which will give the updated occlusion culling, which seems to be well behaved now. Not getting any occlusion culling like I was before. Plenty of lighting issues, but hey, we'll get all these fully fixed. And in theory, if I were to do another level, I could obviously copy paste these into a different layouts. I'm only planning on shipping with one colony, at least initially. But yeah, thank you for helping me, Mr. Zebra. And I'll be working, even though I'm not streaming it. I'll continue to do some videos and footage of things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at @ProjectorGames. We've got a Reddit, we have a Discord, we have all of the things. So I will see you on one of those. Bye for now.
Have a nice evening, everyone.